Hello, everyone, and welcome to the very first Pug Puncher video developer diary. Yay! My name is Eden. I'm one of the programmers on the project, and this is Phil. He is another programmer on the project, and he's also our team lead. So, how this is going to work is I'm going to ask Phil a bunch of questions about the game, and he's going to answer them, and we'll see how that goes. But first off, I really would have liked to say I really want to wear my Boba Fett costume hoodie today, and that would have been awesome. But unfortunately, it was a little bit too warm outside, and I figured I probably would have gotten eaten by a sarlacc, and I didn't want that. So let's start. So, Phil, where are we in the development of Pug Puncher right now?
As it is right now, we're in the pre-alpha stage. That means that we have still adding new features every day. Most of our AI programming is done, but the animations aren't in yet. And we also have the models are done, but the animations are still in progress. And that's about as much as I can say before I start boring people.
So now let's tell everyone about Pug Puncher. Like, what is it exactly?
Pug Puncher is a 2D side-scrolling comedy brawler. That's a lot of words. Sorry, I'll try again. This Pug Puncher is a spectacle fighter. Which we mean by that is basically every enemy is not by itself a challenge. Their numbers is more of a challenge, and the way you deal with them is more of a awesome way to beat them rather than actually fighting them like Dark Souls style.
Oh, so it's kind of like Dynasty Warriors meets Hordes of Pugs.
Yes, in 2D.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
With 3 assets, so
yeah.
2.5D technically.
So you're working on the AI for the game. So how have you been planning to tackle that enormous task?
Well, basically by rolling my face in the keyboard, as most programmers do. No, just joking. The way most people do, and I find it the easiest way, is to streamline the process. So basically, figure out what all the enemies have in common, like health, jump, die, attack, and create a basic one and derive all of them from that basic enemy, which is, we call it class inheritance in programming language.
Sounds interesting. Let's see it. Hopefully some people get that.
Maybe.
Yeah, that'd be nice. So what types of enemies will be in the game, and what will they each be like for the player to fight?
As it is right now, we want 3 enemies for the game. Obviously, that number might change as we encounter problems during the production, because we can never predict exactly what kind of setbacks we'll have. But the 3 enemies will be the Warrior Pug, which is the cannon fodder type of enemy. Sorry, it's a cannon fodder type of enemy which relies on close combat attack. So he has a scimitar, and he attacks the player with slash attack and jump attacks. We have the Jetpack Pug, which is my personal favorite, and I call it J2P. And he basically is an airborne enemy. He flies. He's constantly in the air, trying to shoot the player with his wrist laser. And finally, the Ninja Pug, which is a grounded, ranged enemy. He basically stands back and throws ninja stars at the player, and if the player comes close, he tries to evade the player. So you need to be fast to catch the little bugger.
I particularly like that these enemies are absolutely adorable, yet totally deadly at the same time. A little bit of a juxtaposition right there. So, as we're talking with enemies, how will the combat flow?
The combat will be mostly spectacle combat. Basically, it's not based around precision. It's more based around comboing your enemies to death. So most of the combat will take place in the air. That's the best way to get rid of your enemies, by air juggling them, that means using combos and special attacks to keep the enemies in the air while you beat the crap out of them.
Oh, so kind of like being like a Penn and Teller type act.
Or like a Devil May Cry type of game.
Yeah, be like on stage in Vegas. You can see that. So tell everyone about the boss. What exactly is he like?
The boss, I love the boss. His name is Tiberius, and he sounds a lot like a growly Richard Nixon's, which I think is very funny. He's the commander of the Pug Army, and his fight will be kind of a test for the player. Everything that the player learned up to that point will be tested by the boss. And I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil the boss fight for anyone. want it to be a surprise.
Oh, that sounds awesome. I really like his name because it's like James Tiberius Cars.
Right?
So badass. So badass. So do you have any last comments for this video?
Well, hopefully this won't be the last video, and I hope everyone enjoyed it. And we're planning on, if you like the video, we're planning to do more as the game progresses. And I'd like everyone to keep in mind that also the features that I said in this video might not be in the final version, because as I said, there might be setbacks that we can't really prepare for. That's just the nature of game development, really. And I hope everyone enjoyed, and I hope everyone is excited for Pug Puncher, because we certainly are.
Yeah, that's true. So everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and check out our developer blog as well. And just before we go, check out this lovely scenery behind us.
I know.
Isn't that great?
Just
We're
a
outside.
garbage can.
Yeah. It looks like an ashtray too for the cigarettes. Okay, so have a nice day,
You too.
everyone.
Bye,
Peace
guys.
out.